Creativity begins with belief, but not just any kind of belief, the audacious and irrational kind. The kind of belief that stares doubt in the face and questions why not. It is raw, unpolished, and oftentimes misunderstood. But delusion is the spark that fuels the power of creativity. The world calls it delusion. I call it bravery. My name is Hafsat Sani, and I'm the creator of Kweyve, the brand. But today I'll be your host for Create with Kweyve. Why create with Kweyve? To share the magic, to share the beauty of the process, to prove that every single part of the process is necessary. Exactly where you are in this moment is exactly where you need to be to just begin. The delusional stage is often the hardest, not because it lacks clarity, but because it demands courage. It is to redefine yourself on your own terms, even when everybody else insists to define you otherwise. There is a stigma that comes with being delusional. It sometimes sounds like you're being reckless or even naive. But here is the truth. It is not your job to fit the definitions of everybody else. It is only your job to define yourself for who you are. Your job is to take that belief, no matter how small, and fan it into a flame. Take skepticism and turn it into curiosity. Take your doubt and turn it into fuel. Your only task at this point is to define yourself for you, even if this definition might be a little bit messy, uncertain, or unclear. It all started with a late night thought one night. I asked myself, what if I become a painter? What if I actually post my paintings online? What if somebody actually likes it? Or what if somebody actually buys it? I let this tiny what if spiral into a huge dream that was very irrational, but I let myself go with it. I let myself believe in my delusions. I believed in it so much that I acted upon it. I took some time and painted some more paintings, which I ended up posting online. Some of them got likes, some of them didn't, but I had already made up my mind that I could become an artist, so I continued. And then one day, out of nowhere, an old friend hit me up and asked me if I wanted to come to her pop-up show and come and sell some of my paintings. That was it. It was all happening. I was about to become a painter. It felt like the world had opened up for me. I was finally going to get a chance to follow this path that I had only been dreaming about. But I believed so much in myself that I let myself go with the delusion. Just as with any great adventure, the villains began to show themselves. Some of them were external, people who didn't understand me or didn't understand the path I was on, but most of them were actually internal. My insecurities, my doubts, and the crippling fear that I wasn't good enough to call myself a creative. I started to lose the certainty in which I began with, but in this moment, I learned something very profound. Creativity does not need certainty. Creativity isn't about knowing exactly where you are headed. It is about trusting the process and knowing that everything is going to unfold perfectly and in the perfect time. How sad would it have been if I had forced my dreams to follow a rigid path? The magic of delusion isn't about forcing the outcome. It is about believing that it will be beautiful no matter how it unfolds. The spark of delusion is fragile. It needs nurturing, not certainty. It thrives on curiosity, exploration, and just the willingness to stumble along the way. Looking back, I'm realizing that the spark wasn't the beginning of the journey. It was actually the journey itself. It was the belief that despite the odds, I could create something very meaningful and beautiful. And so can you. Where are you in your journey? What are your delusions whispering to you right now? It may be a dream that sounds too big, too irrational, and even impossible, but you need to believe in them. Take that spark, take that whisper, and believe in it. Fan that flame. Let it light your way, even if the path seems uncertain or unclear at the moment. Because the greatest creation begins with that little belief before it's actually real. Let me tell you something. There's no right time. The only right time is right now.